There is some new tea that has been brewing, some new updates that have occurred since Nene has gone public on her Instagram to say that she has had it with Porsha. Go ahead and subscribe to the Tay Ramon panel. We're going to break this down. Baby, the Instagram, YouTube, Twitter streets don't sleep, and neither do we. And we coming with the receipts. Baby, let me tell you something. So, as you know, Portia stood Nene up at the Upshaws TV show. They were supposed to both co-host, or I would say guest appear on the show. And at the last minute, it was Portia that stood Nene up telling production that she could not work with Nene because of issues in the past. But come to find out, now, this is, of course, allegedly, allegedly, and also this commentary is also, in my opinion, the blogs are saying that, Portia has a multi-million dollar deal with NBC and Bravo. And when you have such an elite deal with a network, there's a lot of stipulations that come with a deal such as this. And so Portia has to get approval from NBC on any new projects. Okay. Portia, when you sign on the dotted line with these networks, they want to know what it is you're doing outside of the network. And you must get permission a lot of these times to work on other projects that do not touch NBC. So Netflix is the one production company that is in charge of the Upshaws. So therefore, Portia must get permission from NBC to work on any project outside of NBC, Peacock, or Bravo. So when she went to ask, allegedly, for the permission to appear on the Upshaws, once they found out that Nene was going to co star beside her, they had cut it off. They said, no, ma'am, no can do. And so Portia only delivered half the story. This is allegedly. This is allegedly. Portia only delivered half the story to Nene and the production company. Get this tea. So now Nene's left in the dark. The production company is wondering, oh my gosh, who can we call? Can we call Kim Zolciak? Can we call Marlo? Can we call Cynthia? And it was Cynthia who did end up stepping in to save the day. But the story that was told, it's unfortunate that Portia had to be the one to reveal the news in this manner. And it's not that Portia and Nene were the ones who had issues in the past. It's Portia who has a deal with the network that had issues with Nene in the past. And so therefore Portia was speaking on behalf of the network that cut the plug and said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am, you will not. You will not be associated with Nene. We have cut all ties with her. You now represent our brand, Portia. We have given you a multi-million dollar deal. This is what NBC is allegedly saying. We've given you a multi-million dollar deal with projects upon projects with not just the Housewives of Atlanta, but other projects. And so now that you are representation of this network, you are representation of Bravo, NBC. You are representation of Peacock. You must let us know your every move outside of this network. And the one that you're trying to make is not going to work. And so now Nene is upset, blindsided, saying Portia is not a star. She's only a Bravo celebrity. Be clear. And so she's throwing this, I guess, unnecessary shade. And Portia is between a rock and a hard place because she's got to choose between her bag, the network, and her big sis, So, but at the end of the day, now that she's divorcing Simon, she's back out on her own, and she's got to come up with these stories like, oh my gosh, well, hey, big sis, you didn't reach out to me when I was getting a divorce. I mean, to me, even that sounded kind of fishy. Like, girl, like, we don't really know what's going on with your situation. I mean, every other day on social media, we're getting a whole nother story. So, what really is the truth of what's going on, Portia? Because the situation with you and Simon, y'all are going at it one day, and then next thing you know, before that, it was Simon who was on the internet saying, I will always love my wife. Nothing's going to stop me from loving her. So it's like, we don't know where you are going with this divorce. Is this just a strategic divorce? Is this to protect yourself against these claims that may be coming from the government about this former fraud that Simon has committed? Where is all of this coming from? Because I understand what Nene was saying in her video. Y'all were just in Dubai the other day. We had gone out and had, different type of lunches and double dates with her boo, Yanni. Yanni and Simon are friends. So I really didn't see a need, per Nene is what she's saying, to reach out. I thought y'all were having a fight. So I can see exactly why Nene is confused. But see, Nene is now trying to shade her little sister when Nene should know, as long as she's been in the business. She should know, as long as she has been in the business, how it is and how it operates with these contracts. It was Nene who had to get approval from Bravo to even do Ryan Murphy's video films and TV productions because she was on Glee. She had to get approval from NBC and Bravo. So she knows exactly how the business is. Once Bravo, you sign on that dotted line, you are a representation of that network. You are a representation of, you have to get approval just to start your own business and start even um, putting your businesses on reality TV that you want to sponsor or you want to promote. You can't just up and out and say, oh, I'm starting a new wine club like Toya did. No, she has to get approval from Bravo to promote that. You have to get approval to do any type of projects outside of NBC. That's how it is on a lot of these shows, a lot of these networks, not just reality TV, but also on some of these scripted series. When you are a major character, you have got to get approval for that. And when Porsha went to get approval, as sad as it is, baby, they said the door is closed. Make sure y'all subscribe to this channel and let me know what you all think in the comments.